It's kind of cold in my house, so I'm gonna be wearing this and trying to fix my hair. I tried to fix. I made it worse. I tried to fix it before I was on video. It did it. I guess it did it. I wasn't. It didn't work. There we go. That looks a little bit better. My part is kind of crooked, but oh well. It's YouTube. It's not like America's Next Top Model. So, anyways, I was gonna do a review of this movie I saw recently, actually, called Dark Ride. It's from 2006, and it's a horror and a thriller. It's rated R. Director is Craig Singer, starring Jamie Lynn Sigler. I don't know how to pronounce her last name correctly, so I hope I did. Patrick Reyna, David Clayton Rogers, and Alex Solowitz. First off, I want to say this. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. Cause let me say why. Okay, so there's gonna be spoilers in this video. I'm not a big fan of gory horror films, and this is kind of one of those like gory horror films, if you know what I mean. And by gory, I mean a lot of blood, and well, certain parts are kind of like, oh my gosh, like think of like the House of Wax, kind of, but think of like, it's kind of like gory, kind of like that, in a way, in a sense. Not like, they're not the same thing, obviously, but like, because they're different movies, but I mean, I'm just trying to compare the gore factor in each movie. Anyways, so I love how it starts off with the credits. Well, obviously, because it's a movie, credits are in all movies. Duh, Melissa. Sorry, sorry about that. There's credits in the film. Spoiler alert. But anyways, so don't mind me. I'm just myself. I just had some caffeine, so I'm kind of hyper right now. So if I'm talking really fast, that's why. I love the beginning, how they do the music, and when they show the credits. And they kind of showed the dark ride, like the amusement park ride. I think it was really cool special effect that they did. Also, I love the part where the guy is when the bad guy is in the asylum, and then they show the bad guy, but then they have the lights flickering on and off. It's like it goes like it's like really good special effect that they used. I think that's like really cool. I think it's one of my favorites, like in horror movies, because it's not the first time I've seen that kind of effect. I also saw this kind of effect in another movie I actually recently just saw today, actually, called Cthulhu. I think I pronounced that right. I hope I did. It's based on it's based on the stories of H.P. Lovecraft. If you don't know who he is, he was like a major, well, now he is, after he's dead. But I don't know if he was famous during his day when he was alive or not, but after he died, he became very famous, and his stories became like, there's like The Rats in the Walls, I think, was made into a movie, but they retitled it Willard. I suppose I think that's based on his story. Anyways, well, it reminds me of his story anyway because of the title and stuff. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So Dark Ride. I liked certain of the characters. I liked how there wasn't too much character development. Usually, I'm sorry, my lips are kind of chapped. Just don't look. I'll go like this. No. Anyways, so I usually like character development, but in this movie, I didn't feel like there should have been a lot of it, because then you would have sympathized more with the characters, and it would have been a harder movie to watch, in my opinion. And I was glad that there wasn't too much character development in this movie, and I liked the guy from the gas station. He was kind of funny. I thought, was he in Planet of the Apes? Because he kind of, his face, or his voice, his voice and his face reminded me of one of the guys from Planet of the Apes. But I could be wrong. Excuse me. Excuse me, I just had some Coca-Cola. Anyways, so what else? I liked the music. I liked the special effects really good. They made the guy really scary, the bad guy really scary. He didn't look too scary, I didn't think. And I love the twist at the end, the two twists. One is like during like kind of like the middle of it when they realize why they're actually there. And I really liked that part, and the guy was like really mad at them, and he ends up like storming off by himself because he's mad at them. And I thought that was a really good way for him to, without sounding like a maniac, without sounding like a sadist, It's a really good way for a good excuse for him to get killed. And I'm not blaming him for dying, but I'm saying like from a writer's point of view, that's like a good kind of like, oh, if he goes off by himself and is mad at the other people, that's a good like way for him to like go missing, and then everyone else is like looking for him kind of thing. And it's just really because it's believable, you know, like I would storm off too, like, well, not, I don't think I would, I'd be mad, but I wouldn't storm off. But I'm just saying, like, from a writer's point of view, it was a good idea to make. Anyways, I liked the acting, the cast. I think they did a really good job. I liked the music. I liked the fact that it was an amusement park ride, because usually like they don't have scary movies that are in the actual amusement parks or actual amusement park ride. So I thought this was very cool from an original standpoint and very original. So I thought that was neat. The beginning like kind of shocks you with its gore factor like right away. So that I didn't like. I kind of didn't like that part in the beginning. I like to be surprised, but not like that. Anyways, but oh my gosh, that was just awful in the beginning. The first gory scene was just awful, I think. And it was like cuts you right in your heart, and you can feel it right in your heart, you know, because like you feel bad for the kid, because the kid saw, you know. Anyways, so what else was I gonna say? I thought it would have been cool if the other girl on the ride would have survived or something, and then she would have come back, and then she would have like helped save the other kids, the other people get out of the amusement park ride. I think that would have been a good like addition into the movie, but they didn't have that, but that's okay. But I'm just saying, like, off the top of my head, that would have been a really cool kind of like addition into the movie to make it more interesting if they had like one of the last girls come back and try to save them from getting killed from the bad guy in the film. And let's see what else. The ending was really sad, because you think it's all over, and then the guy's like, and then you figure out the other twist, the biggest twist in the whole movie comes at the end. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but one of the guys, oh, I could not believe it. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because I did not expect that at all. It was kind of like, it was just like, boom, that's the twist kind of feeling. And then you're just like, oh no, he's just as messed up as the other guy is, you know? And then that was kind of interesting to watch and see. And what else? I'm trying to think. I really liked how the way they did the lighting in this movie, and they like with the dim lighting and the flickering lights. I thought that was a really good special effect to use, and I liked how it was like called Dark Ride, cause like. And like, but I don't understand the cover of it, because the cover it's supposed to be symbolic maybe, because the cover of it has like a doll face on it, and then it's kind of bloody or something, or cracked. Well, anyway, the DVD I have has like a doll's face on it, but it's like only one part of the doll, and then it's kind of like cracked or something. And maybe it's symbolic of like a doll could symbolize innocence, and then the cracks in the doll could represent like loss of innocence, because of what the person went through or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, or it could symbolize like childhood kind of ruined or something, or it could symbolize like, you know, bad things. I mean, I'm not gonna go too deep in the symbolism, because I didn't think there was a lot of symbolism in this movie, which is okay. Like, I don't want to be like bombarded with symbolism. Like, this isn't like an Edgar Allan Poe like story, you know, or William Shakespeare. I mean. Well, I guess Edgar Allan Poe is kind of symbolic in a way. Well, actually, no, not really. Now that I think about it, he's not really symbolic, is he? Leave a comment down in the comments if you disagree, or if you agree, or if you like amusement park rides. I don't. It's not because of this film. I don't like amusement park rides. I've never been a fan of roller coasters, and like, I don't, like, I'd go on an amusement park ride if it wasn't a roller coaster, but, like, I wouldn't go on it if it's a roller coaster, because I'm afraid of heights, and that's weird because I'm kind of tall, so that's kind of, like, weird, kind of, not divisive, but it's kind of weird thing how that is. Anyways, so I didn't want to go too far, too detailed about the movie, because I didn't want to spoil it for you if you wanted to see it. But I thought, even though the actors and the actresses, I don't really recognize them from a lot of other, like, famous movies or prominent movies, but I can say like I really enjoyed the acting. I thought the acting was really good. There was one sexual scene that I didn't think was necessary, but I'm not a prude. I'm a prude when it comes to movies, I guess. Like, cause like I don't think sexual scenes need to be necessary or need to be there in order to make the film more scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think like, you know what I mean? Like good horror movies, they know how to be scary without having sexual acts or sexual scenes inside the movie. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I didn't really like that scene. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I can appreciate the originality. I think that's a word. I hope that's a word because I just used it. Originality of the film, because there isn't usually like I'm repeating myself again, aren't I? Sorry about that. Because there isn't usually a scary, like a horror film about like an amusement park ride. Well, if there is, I could be wrong. Leave it in the comments if you've seen another movie that has to do with amusement parks or amusement park rides. But it's the first movie that I can think of off the top of my head that kind of deals with amusement park rides, like as a setting. And I kind of liked how the horror film wasn't like like the setting was like only one kind of setting to it. It wasn't like a bunch of different settings. Well, it kind of is, but like there's not like a lot of different settings in the movie. There's only like one major one, in my opinion, and that's just the dark ride. Let's see what else. I liked how at the end they stopped the killer. I'm not gonna say how because I don't want to spoil it for you, but I really liked at the end how they stopped the killer. That made it like really. It was like yes kind of feeling like, and like in one of the rare feelings in a scary movie where I feel like going yeah take that. You know what I mean? I thought that was really neat. Anyways, let's see what else. What am I missing? I talked about the setting. I talked about the characters. No, I didn't really talk about the characters, did I? Well, the characters, there's this really cute guy. And then there's the other cute guy, and then there's these few girls. They're okay looking. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. I'm not gonna like describe you with their looks or anything. But I don't really know what to say about the characters. Some of the characters I like better than the other characters. At first I liked the hippie chick, but then I didn't like the hippie chick. But she was kind of cool, like kind of mellow, and I kind of liked how cool and mellow she was. Without trying to be so hard to be cool or mellow. She was just kind of that way. And yeah, and then I thought that was a cool kind of twist. Like usually like they say don't pick up hitchhikers, but in that case like they kind of had to because of something like in the middle of the storyline you kind of figure out why she's with them. And then you kind of realize, oh, but it's not like for like a really bad reason. But like she's not gonna kill them or anything. She's not the bad guy. But I thought that was kind of a cool twist to have in the film, where you're kind of like, oh, is she really like a good guy or not? Because usually you hear like scary movies scary stories that like involve like people say like don't pick up hitchhikers, you know. But in this case, like when they picked up the hitchhiker wasn't bad. She was just like, you know what I mean? Like, well, you'll find out in the middle of the film. I don't want to ruin it for you if you want to watch it. Yeah, let's see. I think that's about it. I don't want to get too detailed in this video, and I didn't want to go off on tangents in this video. I just wanted to kind of cut to the chase and be straightforward about it. Okay, I kind of want to say a spoiler, but I don't know if I should or not because you might want to see the movie, and I don't want to ruin it for you. Okay. Because it was like kind of a surprise that kind of like took me aback. Like the first surprise in the movie was like after they first get inside the amusement park ride and they get accidentally locked inside. I thought that was a cool twist, like where they accidentally get locked inside and then they're like stuck. And then they find out the killer is with them too. Makes it like even more horrifying. And I liked they had to the music and they did the camera shot where it was like going close up to the guy that got killed, the first guy that got killed in the scary movie. I like how they did that. I thought that was really good and really good acting on the part of the woman that was that first saw him. I thought that was really good acting too, and I liked how the bad guy in the film didn't talk. Because I think it made it more terrifying and more scary, and it made him more mysterious kind of a person, where you don't really know his motives. He just likes killing people. Like there is no there might be a psychological reason, in his part, but I mean like there is no really like valid reason on his part why he likes killing people. He just kind of likes killing people, and it's like I know this sounds kind of weird, but I kind of like that in the film. Like there's no backstory really to him. that much that you can like sympathize with the bad guy. He's just a bad guy. Like he's just like one of those bad guys who are like really bad. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I didn't want to make this video too long. I don't know if I should say another spoiler in this video for you or not. But it involves like one of the guys being like tricked in the movie in the beginning, but he's not like tricked like in a really bad way by one of his friends, but he is tricked like in a deceitful way that would make you kind of mad at his friends. But then you kind of like sympathize with the other characters too, because based on the guy's like former behavior of the girl of one of the women in the movie, so you kind of like sympathize with them instead of really like one of the other guys in the movie. And yeah, but you still kind of feel bad for him because, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, because you don't, then you feel bad for everyone that's stuck in the amusement park ride because they can't get out. So I kind of like that part. Anyways, so yeah, it's if you like gory movies. Oh, and then there's this other gory scene where the girl or woman is like running, and then, oh no, she's like running away, and then a cop walks in, and I'm like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen to the cop, and like I just knew it, like I literally just called it, like I saw the cop walk in, and I'm like, oh, something bad's gonna happen to him, I just know it, and especially when he turned his back to the camera, and he's talking to her, and you could see the front and the back of him, and he's like this, and then he starts saying, it's gonna be okay, and then she starts crying, and then I could just had this feeling in my heart, like, oh, something bad's gonna happen now, I really know it, like I really can sense something bad is going to happen to the cop, and then the killer was right behind him, and I was like, oh no, oh, this is where it happens, and then the guy didn't turn around in time before the killer like got to him, and man, that was like one of the most gory scenes in the film, and it's one of my least favorite scenes in the entire film, but I don't want to say what it is because I'll just say it's really gory and it involves something happening to the guy's head, and I don't want to say the rest of it. Please don't make me, because I don't want to. You cannot pay me to describe that scene, but it's kind of gory, and it was like it made me, like when I first saw it, I felt kind of nauseous actually, and I didn't like it. So this is like one of the gory films. This is one of the most gory films I've seen, now that I think about it. And that's why I don't like it that much. I give it kind of like 3.5 stars, I think, because I took some stars off because it's kind of gory and stuff in parts, and I don't like really gory movies. I like when they're like more like horror, thriller, kind of like suspense, like mystery kind of like movies. Not so much like the gory, like stabby movies. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Have an awesome day.